In this little series of videos in our adventure to visit Scotland, I'm hoping that the videos I take will do just a tiny bit of justice to the beautiful countryside that there is here. It really is stunning, and I don't think that any camera, unless you've got some real professional stuff, which I haven't, could do it real justice. It is a beautiful, fantastically varied country and scenery and everything else, and the people are lovely. So I hope you'll enjoy our trip, and at the end I actually managed to catch some boats going through locks at the end of the Caledonian Canal. But to give you just a little taste of what is to come, take a look at this. And we have been so lucky, both with the weather and the lack of midges until last night and tonight. I've just stepped outside the van now to do this last bit of videoing, and the midges are terrible. And they've come inside the van. We've got one or two in the van at the moment. So we've been very lucky. Right, loading list completed. Gwendolyn pre-start check completed. So we're ready to start the next adventure to Scotland. At first stop will be Abertillery to collect Mandy from work. And we're all fueled up. The dog's still happy. Are you happy? So having avoided the motorway around Birmingham and the M6 past Wolverhampton, which can get bad, we're now rejoining the motorway M6 at junction 13. And we've got a long way to go. We're at 20 to 9 and we've stopped at Sandbach Services and had a McDonald's, and now Mandy's going to carry on driving until it gets a bit dark, and then I'll take over. We'll see how far we get. Oh, underway again, and with big advert boards like that, one has to wonder if we've come to Los Angeles. No, not Los Angeles, Las Vegas. Ah, that's nice.
Clear.
It's now 9 o'clock and we're just approaching the turning at junction 19 for Manchester. And now we do not stop until we're well past the Manchester area because of the breakout of Indian COVID-19. Comes with a curry. We're crossing the Manchester Ship Canal down there. It's now 9:30 and we have a hint of pink in the sky, which is good news for tomorrow round here. It's now 10 o'clock and we've arrived at Porton Services, a gathering of motorhomes.
Sorry?
A gathering of motorhomes. We just turned up in ours.
Oh, which one, dear?
That one there, yeah.
Nice.
Well, there are 4 families met up. They've rented 4 motorhomes and they've stopped and they're doing their cooking here. Gonna have a meal. Great stuff. Porton Services, that tower there used to be the restaurant on the top. It was really good when it was open, but they've closed that now. It's 5 past midnight. There's Gwendolyn all parked up and we're in Annandale Water, services, and I'm going over to pay. Well, we've done about 320 miles, something like that, but it's been a long one because of hold-ups on the motorway, and I'm looking forward now to having a drink, a gin and tonic. Well, I just paid, and they wanted £25 for the night, and I said no, that's not right. That's a lorry, we're a motorhome, it should be 12. So she changed things, and it came out at £12, which I was happy to pay. But I'm keeping the receipt because last time that happened to Mandy when she was on her way up, a couple of weeks later, she got a fine through from the parking people spy in the sky. And luckily, they had the receipt. So I'm going to make sure I keep this one. So, long way, a long time, but we're here.
I know.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, the two dogs are ready for bed. Made themselves comfortable there. Yeah, good morning. Saturday morning, 9:30. And I woke up 7 o'clock, went back to sleep, woke up again 9 o'clock. That was really good. Excellent sleep. And the car park now has got rather busy, and there's loads of people on their way up to Scotland. So anyway, we're going to have some porridge and then get on our way, and we're going to stop somewhere tonight at Glencoe, and hopefully we might actually get up to see the ski slope at Glencoe. Meanwhile, in the motorhome, we're having porridge for breakfast. This is Aldi's version of quick porridge. Just take the top off or open it up, pour the water in, let it stand, and then eat it. So we're nearly ready. When we've had breakfast, we shall nearly be ready to leave. And there's my mug of tea. We're making a start now, and on the way, and you can see it's really busy.
At roundabout, take third exit.
And the weather is overcast, but it's warmish.
This is going to go in.
And we're going to put a little bit of fuel in, yes, a little bit of fuel in, I think. And look at the price, 151.9 a litre. Oh, where do we go? No fuel. I don't think they got any fuel. Well, for some reason or other, they got all the fuel pumps cordoned off, so there was no fuel. But now we're headed up the motorway towards Beatock and the Beatock Hills, which are over there. And the motorway, it's a lovely drive, and I can remember going back many years when they were building all of this. And you certainly get all sorts on this road. There's a little hovercraft in front of us. We've just passed a sign which said cheapest fuel at Moffat. So we're going into Moffat to see how cheap it is. And if it is a reasonable price, we'll fill the tank. If it's not, we'll just put a drop in and get somewhere else. We're just entering the town of Moffat, and looking for this fuel station. And it's called the Town of the Dark Sky. Oh. Yeah, and it is a reasonable price. Well, we filled the tank, and I've calculated that we did 27 miles to the gallon, which is below par for this vehicle. Normally you expect to get 30, but the amount of time that we sat yesterday with the engine and stuck in the traffic on the motorway, I suppose can't really complain. And when we were on the move on the motorway, we we're doing between 60 and 70 miles an hour, so not too bad. We're not in the highlands yet, but this is the lowlands, but it's still beautiful, lovely scenery. We're now at this on the southern side of the central belt, which I like to think of as Scotland's Silicon Valley. Many years ago, over 30 years ago, on the hill over there, you would have seen a long, long, low building belching out smoke, and it was the Ravencraig Steelworks, all gone now. We're coming up at the turning for Hamilton, and nothing to do with Lewis. So it has a well-known racecourse, horse racecourse. And because of the COVID restrictions and the fact that Glasgow area is under stricter COVID restrictions than anywhere else in Scotland, we are not going to stop or get out of the car, the van, until we're well the other side, up by Loch Lomond and a place called Luss.
She's not speaking to me.
There's a sign, COVID level 3. So it's extra restrictions. There's the edge of the city. We've got another hold up on the motorway. We don't know why. We'll soon be going over the Erskine Bridge, over the Clyde.
In 3¼ miles, exit left.
3¼ miles, the lady said. Yes, they are bluebells. They're pretty on the side of the bank of a motorway. The hills you can see over there, the Campsies, and between us where we are now and the Campsies is the River Clyde, through which, or along which, many a ship has sailed from Glasgow, having been built in the shipyards there. And I once saw an aerial photograph of some of the shipyards, and I counted 27 ocean-going vessels on slipways being built. Now it's practically nothing. There's one thing about crawling along the motorway in a traffic jam, because you get to enjoy the scenery on the side of the road. And here we are, the Erskine Bridge. It used to be a toll bridge. And we're crossing the River Clyde down there. I don't know where you can see it, but they've got barriers up, neck shape.
Oh, to your right.
And there's looking back up the Clyde towards Glasgow. And there's the bridge that we just come over. And it looks as if we, along with thousands of others, are all headed for Loch Lomond, because it's a bank holiday weekend, it's school holidays, and restrictions have been partially lifted.
And the weather's nice.
And the weather's not bad. Well, that's wonderful, isn't it? It's taken us half an hour to do the last 1.25 miles because of the traffic, and now we have to reduce speed because we're roundabout. Can't go much slower. Well, we've just got to hope that a lot of these people are going for the tourist destinations, because there's plenty to see, but we're going straight on. Well, we've cleared that roundabout, and we will not be going over the mountains because our car works, which Mandy has suffered with before, and we've actually managed to get into 4th gear.
No, I'm not in 4th.
Oh, 3rd gear.
No. Oh, I was in 4th.
5th gear.
I'm in 5th. I'm in 5th.
5th gear. Fantastic. And finally, Loch Lomond. Over there. Well. We've made it. Well, finally, a good shot of Loch Lomond on a very peaceful day with scattered clouds against the blue sky. And there's a building over there, actually a hotel, and this is the end of the road that goes up the eastern side of the loch. Now that is a lovely drive. And that building there is a hydroelectric plant with the pipes running down from a dam at the top. And there is the viewing platform. And there's a great view looking south down the loch from the highest seat in this viewing arrangement. And the mountain over there with a little bit of snow left on it, Ben Lomond. And parking here quite reasonable really, £1 for 2 hours. And the place is called Inverrogos. I think that's how you say it. And now on to Glencoe. There's a ski school. I think this chap went skiing up here and hurt himself on the rocks because it's all a bit no snow at the moment. You get on your bike and go up the mountain.
Hello.
And come down crazy fast.
Fastest to here.
It's 15 minutes each way. With stunning views, summer and winter.
Oh.
Stunning, isn't it? And now we're going to enter the heart of Glencoe. Absolutely fabulous.
It is.
Well, that Glen Road was closed, so we're headed off for another possibility that we've seen on a YouTube channel called a Tina Moon, and it's not far from a pub where if we can get a parking place there we can go and eat in the pub tonight. Oh, there's snow up there.
Right, this house coming up on the right hand.
Just coming up to 5 o'clock and we have found somewhere to stop for the night. There is a little bit busy and we are near the main road, but it's going to be okay. And if we walk down that way for about 300 yards, there's a pub where we hope to eat tonight. And today we travelled 144 miles through beautiful countryside. There you go, found the campsite.
Yeah, as soon as I can.
And the pub.
As soon as I can.
Have you got a signal?
Well, they call this Signal Rock, don't they?
Yeah, but they used to stand on top of that and do semaphore.
It's probably quicker than mobile phones, isn't it?
Right, we're taking a 300 metre walk. And I hope it's not any further than that. Where are we going, Mandy?
We're going to the Clackaig Inn. And we're going to go there for dinner. And probably sit outside. There are no midges. And it's nice and mild. So I think it should be a good evening.
Good. Look forward to it. Pleasant little walk through the trees along this path. And we'll cross over this little river. Oh, very pretty. And we have to go up this trail here. And I didn't look at any no. And we're in the Antor woodland regeneration. It's very, very pretty. Very pretty indeed. Oh, we walked rather a long way the wrong way, and now we're trying another way. It's taking us over this little bridge, which is just a tiny little stream here, and past this rather pleasant little campsite, and hopefully we'll end up at this pub Inn, whatever. And there's a sign here which says no camping please. No camping please.
Tilly, you there now?
Well, our beers have come and it's a really, really good pale ale, and when that thing pings our food will be ready, and we're having haggis, neeps and tatties. I'm having a real one and Mandy's having a vegetarian one. And there's haggis, neeps and tatties. And Mandy's a vegetarian one.
Blue.
Well, that was the Glachaig Inn, and it was superb meal. And now we're back to the van down this way.